People. Joel Benjamin 528 here. Yeah. Got me looking a bit scruffy, scruff. All right, people. You see the title. Let's get into it without delay. China silenced citizen journalists. Coronavirus China is exploiting and causing a secret World War III. Do you agree? Do you disagree? It doesn't matter, because now you're tuned in tonight. And as always, I'm going to give y'all that work. That's the only way I could do it. The only way I see fit. All right? Ah, boy. Where do I begin? This ain't easy, people. First off, let me apologize for not, jumping on this before. That's number one. So let me give my apologies on that early, right away. Because I should have been talked about this. All right. So, salute to the international audience. Salute to the domestic. Yeah, people. Anthony Bryant says you always take too long to start. That's facts. You gotta remember, people, I'm doing this by myself. I'm producer, director, screenwriter, all the stuff you could think of. Lighting, sound check. It's not easy. And I have to do fact checking on the information. Just because I might bring it from credible news outlet doesn't mean I'm not going to do my own investigation as well. Thank you, Saucy Surge 86. Says no apology needed. Joel, you good. That's what I like to hear. There you go, Saucy Surge, master of all trade. All right, let's get into it. We live, people. I see a few people coming in on the live stream or late. Understood. Whoever come in after, you're just going to have to play catch up. Now, let's get into this right here. I think the first one I'm going to show is a journalist / was considered a citizen journalist / lawyer. His name is Cheng Kuishi. Probably jacked that up too. I'm pretty sure I jacked up that name, but hey, these are going live. I ain't perfect. Don't penalize me for it. Try to be the best that I could be. Let me share my screen so y'all see what I see. People. So check this out. I'm not even afraid of death. Coronavirus journalist Cheng, whatever the hell you pronounce her last name, disappears after criticizing Chinese government. This was since February 11th. But I want to show you some more that's more recent. And the reason why I am touching on this is because it is going to be here in America and it is going to be heavy. I noticed ever since YouTube, if for y'all that don't know, changed over to their new system, all of a sudden, it's even worse with people getting their notifications. Make no mistake about it. This is all by design. What I'm about to get into is a very serious thing. Knowledge is power. And if knowledge is power, Without knowledge, that means what? You have no power, people. I want you to understand what's going on in today's media and social media. Notice they made it their business to throw in social media. They never just said social networking sites. They so craftily changed it into social media sites. Think about it, people. We could go into the whole long drawn out term of the word media, but tonight is not an etymology on words. Tonight is to show you what's going on. And you think that it's only happening to China. And I'm telling you, it's about to get kicked up and ramped up in America. Everything I ever told you about surely started coming to pass one by one. And I've been telling you this for over 10 years now, that this day is coming. Let's take a look at this article, shall we? And I'm going to maximize it for you. All right, just so you could get a better view on it. Oh, can't maximize it bigger. Oh, well. So check this out. A human rights lawyer turned citizen journalist who provided a rare glimpse into the epicenter of the coronavirus has disappeared after criticizing the Chinese Communist Party's handling of the epidemic, according to family and friends. Let me highlight the rest for you. Chen posted videos to YouTube and Twitter detailing the lack of preparedness he witnessed on the ground in Wuhan, China. His videos show temporary hospital beds and staff without the proper equipment to treat the deadly and mysterious illness. Chen also spoke directly to the camera in diary-like videos entries in which he criticized the Chinese government for quieting voices such as his. The Department of Justice called me again, Cheng said in a video posted days before he vanished. Qingdao police station called me as well. They asked me where I was. They asked me to cooperate with their investigation. Cheng gave his Twitter password to his friends and family in case he went missing. Oh my gosh, sorry about that, people. In case he went missing, and the most recent post to his page demanded the government allow Cheng to speak with his family. Chinese citizen journalist Huang Cheng has been missing for 5 days. Yes, been missing for 5 days. The tweet read, Cheng family urgently needs to know when and where he was compulsorily quarantined or detained. That's interesting. Where he is now, how healthy is he, etc. And y'all can read the rest of this. I'm just giving you the rough draft of it. Okay. This is the Washington Examiner. where you could find the article on this, and it was done since February 20th. That's to show you how long China was getting lit. But now of more recent occasions, China has been going ham on your ass. If you think you're going to do a Facebook, an Instagram, a YouTube, Periscope, Twitter, Tumblr, whatever the hell you want to call it, YouTube stories, Instagram stories, we're not doing that. China's letting you know straight up. That's that silly-ish talking on the internet, boy. We ain't into that. You a silly boy. China is moving gangster. Okay? China is not playing. You know who else is not playing? America. Because finally, it only just came out, which we already knew, that the U.S. government was using our taxpayer dollars to fund research in China with the creation of the different strains of coronavirus. And China would not release if they were working on this specific strain, which is COVID-19, which we already know the deal. Now, this type of stuff been going on since Obama been in office. If you wanted to take it a step further, it's been going on since Clinton been in office. And for the longest, they've been silencing the truth. Just in the US, they've been more creative with it under the guise of shadow banning. Not against the law, but it's deemed unethical. Anytime you see these other people and other creators just get to come on here and talk crap, look at the content they're saying. Remember what Bobby Hemmett said long time ago. Anytime you start seeing these so-called speakers all of a sudden on CNN, Fox News, ABC, or any one of these station or news outlets pushing the agenda to go against them, they're agents. I learned that eons ago from Bobby. Actually, I already knew it. I didn't need Bobby to tell me. Let's move on, because we're going to get it in. And salute to the international audience and salute to the domestic. It's no secret that YouTube and all these other social media outlets been shadow banning me for the longest. And the fact just remains, look at what they've been talking. The other people that you get to see all the time. Look what I've been talking. Look at the proof I've shown you. And then think about that for yourself. So, people, let's get into this one right here. Let me maximize this for you. There we go.
Being a journalist in this country is not easy. Now more than ever. You sway a little and you're taught a lesson by the Chinese regime. Governments like these are adept at re-educating people. That's how they put it. Tonight we bring you the story of one such journalist. His name is Zehua.
I'm sorry, people. I got to rewind that. It's called free educating people. You see the terminology they use? Check it out. Let me rewind that.
Governments like these are adept at re-educating people. That's how they put it. Tonight,
did she say, her accent? Did she say free educating or re-educating? Re-educating.
Okay. The story of one such journalist. His name is Zehua. a former employee of Chinese state broadcaster CCTV.
They kidnapped him February 26th. China been on it early. And yes, they did kidnap him. You're going to see.
His job. He traveled to Wuhan as a citizen journalist. He's 25 years old. He wanted to report on the situation in Wuhan, the city of origin of the coronavirus. By the 26th of February, he had posted 4 videos from the lockdown zone. Videos from crematoriums, virology labs, funeral homes in Wuhan. Videos that were basically busting all of Beijing's claims of normalcy. I'm sure you can imagine what happened next. I will tell you nonetheless. Li disappeared on the 26th of February. He was detained by the Chinese police. He was forcibly quarantined. He was last seen in a video that is on your screen now. This was live streamed. A live stream that stretched for hours. It shows Li being chased by some vehicles. The chase ended at his apartment. Some men showed up at his door. They identified themselves as public security agents. They took him away. All of this was live streamed on YouTube. It's still out there just in case you want to go and see. He was charged with...
Why are they blanking out the officers' faces? Oh, excuse me. They didn't use the word officer. Let's say it how they said it.
All of this was live streamed on YouTube. Some men showed up at his door. They identified themselves as public security agents.
Public security agents.
All of this was live streamed on YouTube. It's still out there just in case you want to go and see. He was charged with disrupting public order.
That's right, boy. Disrupting public order. That is a crime. It's equivalent to like disturbing the peace here in America.
He then disappeared. He wasn't seen for 2 months. Now he's back, and there's a twist in the tape.
Now he's back. Woo, he look fresh, don't he? Let's see if he has been re-educated.
Zehua is a changed man. He's singing praises of his captors. The Chinese state, which arrested, interrogated, and confined him for 2 months for reporting the truth. He's praising them. You have to listen to this.
Before I play this, I want you to understand. You ever heard of the Adjustment Bureau? They the real adjustment bureaus. They're going to make your ass adjust. You're going to get down or lay the F down. We're not playing with you. Like I said, it reminds me of that song, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Talking all that crazy ish on the internet, boy. That's that silly ish. We ain't playing with you, boy. Of course, I'm going to add my own little words up in there. Snatch you up. Waterboard you. You know what time it is, boy. Send you back in the community. Now you praising us, boy. It's real out here, people. It's real. China is literally gangster. Okay? They gangster. That's gangster. Kidnap your ass for 2 months and then send you back out and have you praise us, boy. Stop playing with us. We're going to send a message to everybody that tried to snitch. China is the original. Stop snitching. Snitches get stitches. Now that don't apply. They had to change it up. Oh, we're gonna kidnap you, but we're gonna release you back. That other first journalist that I told you about, that they got They still ain't heard from him yet. I gotta research that some more. This one they sent him back out. Until March 1st, I was spending time in the quarantine hotel during the days. There were 3 meals. a day. Safety is guarded, and I could watch CCTV news feeds every day. The police followed law, enforcement, guaranteed my rest time and diet, and also cared about me. Ever since then, I have been, mind you, they got videos showing him living on nice. He doing his push-ups. He's brushing his teeth. This is him talking, praising them. Okay. I did the next thing. Why you kidnap the man and quarantine him? From what we know, when you kidnap him, he didn't even have coronavirus. See, they were slick. No, we ain't gonna put him behind bars. We're gonna put you in a hotel that we're gonna have you in with all type of device and contraptions that we run. With my family and currently making plans for this year, may all those who suffered recover soon. God bless China, and may the people of the world unite. Boy, and I don't mean to laugh. I'm laughing because of nervousness. If you think that's not coming to America, it's a wrap. Okay? They made him record that video and then put it out. They didn't do it live. And even though if it was live, it wouldn't have mattered. Gang, gang, gaddity, gang, gang, gaddity, gang, gang. China is on that ass. Let me play the rest of the video because I ain't trying to stay here long tonight. I'm just showing you how these suckers is gangsta out here. And don't think America ain't on the same wavelength.
God bless China. May the people of the world unite. His comments and his tone are in stark contrast to his previous video blogs. Was this made under duress then? Or as a condition for his release? The fact is, we'll never know the truth. The truth behind his claims, the truth behind his disappearance, and the truth behind his reposition.
Listen, that's why I don't know about y'all. That's why we get the real news outlets. You're not even going to see that as much as they talk crap about China. You're not going to see that just regular on American news, just like that. All right? This stuff is getting crazy, people. But you know, what do I know? Let's see. Maybe China ain't that bad. What are they doing from people that come overseas? Surely we didn't hear nobody complain of them doing other journalists wrong that come from overseas, right? Wrong. We're about to expose that too. Here we go. This ain't me, people. All right? This ain't me. All right? Check it out. I made it nice and big captions for you. China bans journalists from 3 major U.S. newspapers. And the favorite one I like to use, that's the president right there. The one who run things. Xi Jinping. And just so you know, you've been seeing, I've been getting a lot of news from the New York Times that's exposing this whole thing, even with what the U.S. government been doing and the different states in the U.S. how they've been underhanded and lying about this coronavirus, how the numbers is really more and the unsafe practices is what was going on. Check this out. The Chinese government announced Tuesday that it will revoke press credentials for American journalists who work for the New York Times, Washington Post, Wall Street Journal, and whose credentials were set to expire in 2020. Relating for, retaliating for state media restrictions by the Trump administration. Why it matters? It's an escalation of a media war. And make no mistake about it, the war on information, the war on news, the war on media is a very serious thing, people. We are officially in World War III, in case y'all don't know. I know. I'm bugging, right? Just like everything else I told you about that I was right about, I was bugging, right? Anyway, in the midst of a global pandemic that will result in U.S. journalists effectively being expelled from China, the journalists will not be permitted to work in Hong Kong or Macau, which is typically what blacklisted journalists have done in the past. Context. The State Department announced last month that it designate 5 Chinese state media outlets as foreign missions, meaning they will be treated as arms of the Chinese government. Around the same time, China revoked the press credential of 3, count it, 3 Beijing-based Wall Street Journal journalists and ordered them to leave the country within 5 days in response to an opinion piece headline, China is the real sick man of Asia. Ooh, y'all shouldn't have done that. You're lucky they gave y'all 5 days to leave. Because really, they would have tell you leave the same day. And when that day is up, they put your ass in jail. Okay? In March, the State Department announced a cap. There they go. They capping. In March, the State Department announced a cap of 100 on the number of Chinese citizens who could be employed in the U.S. for 5 state-owned media outlets. The reduction from the current total of 160 meant that 60 Chinese nationals would have to leave the country. Wow, people. That's deep. So details. In relation, for the 5 Chinese media agencies that the U.S. listed as foreign missions, China will require 5 U.S. media outlets: Voice of America, the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, the Washington Post, and Time, to submit written reports of their staff finances, operations, and real estate in China. Yo, do you know what they're saying right there? They're letting you know, yo, just pull your records. Whatever land you have here, we don't care. If we got to pay you, give you whatever the value is, take it. But we not effing with you. Now, in retaliation, because you know how Trump get down, in retaliation for the U.S. expelling employees of China media agencies, the American reporters who work for the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, and the Washington Post must hand over their press credentials within 10 days. In the future, they will not be allowed to work in the People's Republic of China, including Hong Kong and Macau. In retaliation for visa restrictions, the U.S. imposed on Chinese journalists working for state media. China will take reciprocal measures against American journalists. Between the lines, meaning let's read in between the lines. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs statement echoes the language of reciprocity that the U.S. State Department used to justify the media restriction it adopted in February. However, the U.S. restrictions targeted China state-run media, which are widely recognized as propaganda outlets. That's a very strong word to use. That's basically they're letting you know. That's the classier way of saying fake news, just so y'all know. With the exception of Voice of America, the U.S. outlet affected by new Chinese restrictions are private. Now, I could go more into this, all right? I don't have the time nor the energy. I just wanted to show you how serious this is going on. Because while people are studying just COVID-19 and everything else, there is a secret world war. Actually, it's not even a secret. A lot of y'all just haven't been paying attention. That's all. That's all it is. You got people being arrested on their live stream, kidnapped for 2 months, then being released. I'm not even going to get into the one with America. It's some other stuff I was going to show you. I'm not even going to waste my time. The real one I want to show you now is how other nations is noticing China and America. Don't get it twisted. Don't think America is not in on this. But China is racking up hand over fist. Remember last year when me and Brother Divine told you that China was buying up a whole bunch of silver and gold? They were mainly buying a lot of silver. Remember when we told you that, people? Remember the live streams? Okay. So let's jump into this. Hopefully y'all they haven't been able to monitor the comments. Hopefully the moderators up in there is holding y'all down. We ain't gonna stay long. Samantha, what's up? Salute to you. Samantha say, hi, I just finished watching your 4 Horsemen video. You mentioned there is a certain way to fill out the race part of the census. Could you tell what video to watch that has the how to fill out? You know what? I'll do one better. Me and Consul is just going to come up on here and do it in front of y'all face. Instead of you having to go back, we're going to do one specifically on that. Okay, me and Consul. Shashimu Amon. We're going to do better. Okay, We don't want no excuses. We're going to walk you step by step. Y'all good out there? Y'all want me to continue? I know it's late. I'm already hit my 30-minute mark. Do y'all want this work? Let me know. Okay? You're welcome, Sam. You're welcome. I guess y'all don't want this work. Well, I guess y'all do. Okay. Let's get that work. Check this video out. Oh, and this is deep. This one is deep. Let's get into it. Check it out.
Here's a theory. The Third World War is already on. We just don't see it like that.
And it's not a theory. I'll rewind it. I just had to stop it about here's a theory. That's them capping. That's them capping and being nice. It's not a theory.
Here's a theory. The Third World War is already on. We just don't see it like that. And one country is making some brutal but winning moves. China relies on stealth and deceit, strategic moves that are not entirely confrontational, moves that do not cause immediate shockwaves, tactics that are hiding in plain sight. Tonight, I have 5 very important developments that will tell you how China is exploiting a crisis of its own making. 5 steps. First, selling the world medical gear after making them sick. Second,
didn't me and Kansu speak on that, people? A lot of people didn't know the N95 masks come from China. The majority of the medical gear comes from China. Make you wonder, what did the Chinese president and the U.S. president talk about when they last met?
second, taking over distressed companies after damaging the global economy.
Really? Did me and Kansu not talk about that too? Taking over distressed companies after damaging the global economy? Didn't we tell you that type of stuff will happen? And guess who's doing it the most? China.
Third, stockpiling cheap crude oil after causing an oil price crash. Fourth,
Now, do you see the price of gas? How cheap it is? Do you see the airline tickets? How cheap they are? And make no mistake about it, the planes are still going up in the air, regardless if people is on it or not. But they said it was raising the price because they had to. Because the price of oil, jet fuel, gas, everything is just so high. Y'all remember that? Now China is just buying up all the crude oil, which we also know, which is also known as black gold. Because the oil prices crashed. I guess that's one good thing you could say that happened during this whole virus thing.
hoarding grain as the world faces a potential famine.
What? Oh, huh? What did I speak about last night, people? Think about it. Why is China hoarding grain during a global pandemic? Huh? See, remember last night when I talked about Africa and the locusts? This is where I have to ask y'all and stop the video at some point. Are you stupid or are you stupid? Huh? Which one? You ever thought that the reason why Africa have so much locusts all of a sudden, while China have such a big impact and influence in Africa, the whole continent of Africa, you ever thought that it was put there by design? Maybe it's a conspiracy theory. What the hell do I know? Let's continue, people. Oh, you're going to get this work. You're going to get this work tonight, or this morning, whatever time frame you're in.
And fifth, pumping money into the WHO to control global platform.
Pumping money into the WHO to control global platforms. Who is the WHO, people? Do y'all remember? The WHO is the World Health Organization, the same one who supposedly had snitched on China. Now everything is all good. The same World Health Organization that Trump realized what was going on, and he told them, you, along with Bill Gates, kiss my orange pasty ass. Think about it. They were the ones that was warning people, warning other countries on China, on what was going on in Wuhan, China, to be exact. You see, that's when Trump started to act. Because remember, they wanted to start pushing vaccines during the Democratic Party. And you had a lot of Republicans that was also down with it. That's why you have a lot of Republicans that don't like Trump just as much as you have Democrats that don't like Trump. Because Trump said, we're not doing that. Trump started to expose a lot. Everything Trump was saying, we are now starting to see. Think about it. Why did Trump all of a sudden dismiss Bill Gates and dismiss WHO, which is the World Health Organization? Just something to think about.
This is the plan, and it's already in action. We've already reported in detail about China's substandard gear, the medical gear that it's selling the world, and attempts to buy distressed companies the world over. So we'll focus on the three latest moves tonight. Number one, Chinese investments in the WHO. They have shot up after the US decided to freeze funds. China has decided...
You hear? As the US decided to freeze funds, China said, I got you. Forget what you said about me in the past. We cool. Wink, wink. Because I noticed who started changing their stance on what they've been saying about China.
To donate. They have shot up after the US decided to freeze funds. China has decided to donate another $30 million to the WHO. And that too in cash. This is in addition to the $20 million.
Wait, you heard that?
Cash.
You heard that?
WHO. And that too in cash. WHO. And that too in cash.
In cash.
Two in cash. Two in cash. Two in cash. Two in cash.
China said, yo, we told them, F you, I'm selling work. China making it rain out here. They buying up every damn thing. Okay? Do y'all know how serious and dangerous this is? China giving an extra notice, an extra $30 million as soon as Trump frees the World Health Organization's funding. China turns around and say, yo, we got you, hold that cash. We got it like that. Not credit. Cash. They had the World Health Organization dancing around the pole like some strippers while China was just making it rain. Yeah, people, that's the analogy that I just used. Deal with it.
This is in addition to the $20 million Beijing previously committed to the health body. Until recently, the United States was the largest donor.
You hear? They already had gave 20 million.
This is in addition to the $20 million Beijing previously committed to the health body. Until recently, the United States was the largest donor to the WHO. China was contributing around $40 million every year. That is fast changing. China is on its way to becoming the biggest donor to the World Health Organization. China says it is doing so, in their words, to strengthen the health systems in developing countries. We're not sure about that. Here's what it will definitely strengthen, though: China's control on the World Health Organization. Step number 2. China is stockpiling cheap crude oil after oil prices hit rock bottom. China is buying tremendous amounts of crude oil. Prices have collapsed thanks to the slowdown post the Wuhan virus. The world is running out of storage space. Governments across the world are spending on healthcare instead, and they don't have space to store this oil. Oil prices went into the negative. China, though, has space for more oil, and it has the money to spend.
I wonder where they get all that space from to store all that oil. Have you ever thought the deals that they've been working out with these different places in Africa? Oh, because we know how big Africa is. Is one of the places. Well, guess what, people? It is. Tracy Natural said China out here selling death. China said, F you, I'm selling work. China selling work. China ain't just selling the work, they making the work. And they gonna make you take that work. It just is what it is, people.
Coronavirus is not as big a problem anymore, it appears. So here's what's happening. Chinese imports have risen by 4.5% last month. Beijing says it is buying more to save the oil industry.
I gotta remind that.
Beijing says it is big. Chinese imports have risen by 4.5% last month. Beijing says it is buying
4.5% of millions is a whole lot of money. Let me just be clear. So in case people hear 4.5%, like, that ain't nothing. It is.
Buying more to save the oil industry. How generous. The reality is China is filling.
Yeah, I like this reporter. I'm sorry, people. She be making me laugh. She's like, yo, how generous. Like the sarcasm she be coming with.
Beijing says it is buying more to save the oil industry. How generous. The reality is China is filling its strategic oil reserves. According to one report, China has filled up 65% of its commercial reserve capacity. The Chinese regime is growing more and more self-reliant. Step number 3. China is hoarding grain as the world faces a potential famine. China is buying more and more crops. Reports say 30 million tons at least. China plans to add about 10 million tons of soybean, 20 million tons of corn, 1 million tons of cotton to its state reserves. The bulk of these crops will be imports, mainly from the United States, of all places. The timing is perfect. The US government badly wants to reopen its economy. The coronavirus has muted demand in America. The prices are at their lowest. Beijing wants to make the most of it, and it is. It plans to stockpile crops and release them to whoever and whenever it wants. It also helps China fulfill its trade deal obligations with the United States. For this year, China has agreed to step up its purchase of US goods, $12.5 billion above its baseline for 2017.
China out here selling work.
China is exploiting a crisis of its own making. It is silently working on a post-pandemic power grab. The world needs to be alert to this.
Shut up and stop snitching. Yeah, they snitching, y'all. They snitching. Oh, come on. What are you talking about, Tracy Natural? Your brother Joel shaking my head. Why? What'd I do? I mean, I'm just bringing y'all this work. I bring y'all an hour of news and just throw in a little bit of opinion there. Crack a few jokes here and there. But China is on it. China is on it. China ain't playing. China is coming at you. Let me see. Jopin TV says, hi, Tracy. Gillette says, they're preparing for battle. They're not preparing for battle. They're battling. He says, see China looking for attention so bad. China doing more than just looking for attention. China out here selling work. I don't know why y'all don't see it, why y'all don't understand. No, Tracy, not 4% of 1 million. I said of billions. Billions. Because with all this trade and whatnot, they pull in billions of dollars. Okay? Not millions, billions. That's right. China's selling work. GL says China playing chess. Yes, the hell they are. And they're playing it very well. Drone P TV says kill Gates. Yeah, that's right. Not Bill Gates. Killer, or call him Killer Gates. Who founded WHO funded by China? Yes, it is. It's getting crazy out here. Yes, Roberts. Interesting indeed. Any questions before I go, people? Any questions? Let me sit back, relax, and wait for the questions to come. If no questions, then I did my job. All right. So check it out. Tracy just did the math. 4% of 1 billion is 40 billion. Yes. 4% of 1 billion is 40 million. Excuse me, million. Yeah, 40 million. All right. Rohan Mason says, these secret societies are beefing too. Oh, don't get me started. That's a whole nother live stream. And just so you know, that's the reason why these world leaders are beefing. Because it's different secret organizations beefing against each other, inside beefing. China, listen, China kidnapping people and readjusting them and sending them back out. Real talk. China ain't playing. Future Hip Hop, what's up, man? Future Hip Hop say facts, facts, facts. They out here selling work. China ain't playing with y'all. Think you won't just talk on China name like that? I would tell y'all one thing. Y'all better be glad y'all had Trump in office right now. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that. I know y'all don't. But it would have been way worse. We probably all would have been speaking Chinese right now. Okay? Real talk. It just is what it is. Let me see some of the older comments because I wasn't monitoring the chat. Excuse me. Sorry for that, people. Rohan says they're working together with the population in mind. I could agree to that. Your time, it says right. Future Hip Hop say they killed him. I guess that was the first reporter / lawyer you're talking about. Let me see. All right, people. Aslam says no hate for Trump over here. I'm telling y'all, people. I know a lot of y'all don't like it. Let me tell y'all something. Trump is going to win the next election. If we even have another election. Let me say that. China is not playing. China is not playing. Samantha, how you ain't get up on the Pi network yet? You mentioned Pi network for kids. Sorry, sound funny, but is Pi network an app? Okay, let's clear that up before we go, because y'all better start getting this crypto. Like I said, so you're gonna download Pi network, whatever iPad, your phone, definitely download it to your phone. Go in there, put in Pi network, fill it out, and then the invitation code is going to be Joel Benjamin 528. Some of y'all forgetting to hit the damn button. I'm not even getting into that. Okay. All right. Yeah, right. But you found my channel 2 days ago. Yeah, all right. Well, you got the information now. Okay. So, good looking out, Joey. Yeah, y'all need to hit that every day and stop playing games. Matter of fact, do I gotta send a ping out now that we on it to let y'all know? All right. Then we have the next one, the electronium. I'm not even gonna get into that. But for the people out there who do have it, you have electronium, and you download it. Do what you gotta do. The referral code is F56966. Okay. So, any other questions? Samantha Trotter says, I'm serious. I was guided by an angel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're welcome. We appreciate you too. Tracy Natural said, ping 'em, Joa. Damn right. All right, people, that's the show. Joel Benjamin 528, aka Big Money Benjamin. I'm bringing y'all this work. It is what it is. I'm gonna break down. See, I know how to break down the 3-minute sound bites or the 7-minute sound bites and give you the real gist of it. Okay. The organization that abduct people with gifts, do they really find people with powers? I guess that's supposed to be, do they really find people with powers? Yes, Eric Davis already spoke on that. Hell, look what they doing. They kidnapping people for running their mouth, for snitching. And I'm telling y'all, no. I'm telling y'all right now, there's only a matter of time before you see me stop doing these live streams, and y'all are going to miss me. Y'all are going to be begging for me to be up on here still. Trust me on that. There's going to become a time where y'all can't get this information anymore. Y'all won't be able to get this. Y'all will be begging. And before they come snatch me up, I'll just be like, yo, I'm out. Next thing you know, you might see me come back after however long, changing my tune about everything is fine and picket fences. G Light brought up a very good point, which we had gotten into Russia already. China isn't the only issue. Russia too is a problem. Oh yes, they are a problem. And of course, China, G Light, you said it right. We can't forget Iran. Oh, you think Iran forgot? Okay. Thank you for the information, Brother Joy. We appreciate you. You see, no, I like stuff like that. Bunch y'all on here, y'all just quiet. Y'all could say something like that. Help encourage me. But it really don't matter. Because I'm gonna remember all this and realize that I gave out the information, y'all didn't take heed, and I'm not gonna put myself in that position. Future Hip Hop says, thanks fam for all the work you putting down for us. You're welcome. Tracy Natural said, Brother Joel gonna go to the sunken place and be replaced by a clone. Yo, I'm laughing, but you see how these people get down. They the real adjustment bureau. Gillette says, you really understand geopolitics, etc. Yeah, I do. I should take a course on that. Maybe I'll go study it at Yale. Inside joke. Born to Learn 82 said, thank you, brother. Future Hip Hop. Ha ha. What was that? Ha ha. It's real for real. Oh, yeah. It is. Greg Bugs, you're welcome, man. You're supposed to call me. What happened, Greg? I know you're busy working. Call me. Tracy Natural laughing her ass off. Eric Davis, you're welcome. All right, people. I'm out. Make sure you share the videos. I know y'all got Facebook. Share the videos. Post it up on y'all channels. Send it to people in links. Joel Benjamin 528, aka Big Money Benjamin. Once again, salute to the international audience. Salute to the domestic and everybody else. It's real out here, people. All jokes aside, there's going to be a time where you're not going to see me on here anymore. Not being able to give you this information. It's going to have a time where certain spiritual items, see, like Tracy Natural put up the number to call for like your health items or spiritual items, where I'm not even going to be looking to deliver it for you anymore. That's if the post office and those systems mode of sending packages out will even still be around. That's all I gotta say on that, people. Joel Benjamin 528, aka Big Money Benjamin. Peace.